is a nice step for Saul.
Well, I imagine Saul really preparing for this matchup here to try and open it up. I mean, obviously with the kind of team seeding the situation, you find out a little later, but we'll see what they have prepped and ready to go here for Inferno as they pick into it, and that's going to help out nicely. Double HE into Jail's location, into the jump peak there from Sajat. And I'll tell you what, he opens things up quite nicely here for another map of Counter-Strike. Can they close it out strong? Story going to be able to operate on the flank there, trying to cover off his team's backside, but can't quite find anything. And now this retake incredibly quick on the flank.
Uncovered backsides. Dangerous business. Mitiris. Oh boy. It was a strong angle. Not so strong of the shooting. And we're going to have Sejot down as well. Now the bodies are starting to get cleared out of the back of the site. Here by the new box. This is the crucial piece. Sets up Azuwu for a peek, but he's lost his teammate to play off of. And now at this point, they're just going to go for the stick. There is nothing that he can do.
Trying to run away now. Stay alive. That's brutal right there. Started off well with a little 4v5 action for Saul, but then you can see here what Navi are bringing to the table. Is that the power that
he goes
all
Daredevil.
great anchors have to have?
Yeah, he's got echolocation.
Just see-through flashes. Put your sunglasses on.
You've taken away my vision? My sense of smell is only stronger.
There's just flashbangs? Or is that just a myth?
I mean, they definitely would, anything that would filter light would definitely help, right? But there's more to it, I think.
The sound factor?
I'm not really sure. I've never been flashbanged, fortunately, and I intend to keep it that way. Imma has been flashbanged by his teammate, nonetheless. Don't know if it's going to make a huge difference. Smoke for Library, but that just isolates the fight for Imma. One, and here's that bit in the pit. We talked about it. It's not going to make it easy for you. Tagged him up. 9 seconds. No time. No chance. Can't even get back to the bomb. And he will die before the timer runs out.
And that's a nice little AK for JL to pick. Nice and clean.
You're starting to think it might actually look like the Dark Souls boss, except Sejot's not going to be in the boss side of that.
Going to be on the other end.
He
was on both ends in the graphic case, but
he's all things.
That's just his range right there. Nice range on that HE, but okay,
oh boy.
Big entry, making a chance for a double.
Hello.
Taps away at Alexa B, and that's going to be the site access granted right there. I'm not seeing any motion from these rotates here, so Navi in safe formation, and Saul on the board for the first gun round. Shout out to Mitiris, just opens that thing up for him.
Says, I'll do it myself. So he's going to be able to get the room if he wants it. Player logs. They want to set him up for this fight, and indeed he's going to get it. JL capitalizes. 5v4 established. So this was the whole first pitch. Well, there's an attempt at the trade. It's damage onto JL, but no kill found. Saul playing from behind here now. Great
adjustment right now. Imma tucked into the cubby at the moment. AWP also trying to thread in some aggression on the other side of this bracket's control. Walking into the crosshair. Avoids the shot initially. Stays alive. Stays afloat. Imma in the meantime trying to fight for it off the back of that flashbang. Perfect aggression threaded in from him. Now getting that op over as support. Another flashbang going to be tossed for him. Eyes tucked his way. Not blinded up, but gets another one. Well, he's busy. And some good setup here for Navi on every opening duel that they've taken.
Yeah, really nice coordination on the utility into peaks. Tommy's just looking perfect on those. It's what we expect from this team. They're so well drilled. But it is always just fun to watch it in action. They really don't give you any margins.
Every peak comes with its own flashbang. Maybe an op shot to turn your attention elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. How do you break the setup? Just going to take some headshots, looking the wrong way. That won't make it easy. Pit bit. Making you feel like shit.
Tears, the one that did it last round. See these starts here, and you have to imagine that, you know, Bit just in a bit of a deterrence job, trying to keep him away from taking too much space on A while the utility's being dumped now.
Oh boy, another nice find. JL from the Sandies this time. Nothing doing here for Sejot. And this is maybe a bit of a welcome to the big leagues type of game for Azuwu and Sejot. That helps from Story.
A whole other task, that's for sure. Actually, B pretty forward-facing in his right there, but just best Mitiris and low HP on the Story trade attempt. Not going to go his way. They're even drawing in some extra rotates as well.
I don't think they'll expect Imma backside here. Not with how far forward Alexi was playing. This is the insurance policy. That's what they're counting on. That makes it easier. Now it is just the one, and Azu has to look. Deals with wonderful even. Goes high for it, but again, that insurance policy, that extra layer in the setup, Imma was never letting that bomb go down.
Seems like paradise right now.
It's already paradise.
Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful even.
What? Hold on.
There's another.
But there's another. I feel like every round, Imma has just been layered behind somebody. This time, though, they deal with that layer. But they're just constantly, it's like he's standing in a guy's shadow. You kill that guy, and then boop, out of his shadow pops out Imma. You could never, he's been in a different position each of the last 3 or 4 rounds. You have no idea where he's going to be on the map.
That's great setups by Navi to bait them in.
Oh,
A false sense of security.
Oh boy. Missed opportunity for Wonderful, but he stays alive, keeps that threat up. Otherwise, the pincher's going to come in towards A because they need to retrieve the bomb. Saw aren't really in position for this, and this gives Wonderful time to cook. He's expecting an extra element coming line, just trying to buy time, but because Sejal was so far behind, now all that space, all that work his teammates did, they just never were in position to capitalize.
There's a lot of pressure on Wonderful's shoulders right there, and as he misses that first shot, you think that's where he gets done in, but still holding steady. Still a fight though, Sajat. Good to chase things down. It's going to be Wonderful with a little assistance though from Alexi B. Just distracts, draws in attention. And it's going to be comfortably handled there. But yeah, the way that they're playing around Imma right now is really interesting. I do like these sort of setups quite a bit. Causing the distractions. Wonderful. Covering off apartments. And then again, when you hear the op running away, you think it's safe to just turn that corner with some aggression. Every time they think a position is safe because they've got the players that handle that position. Is that a form of communication? Can we do that without calling a pause?
That's true. I guess that would be banned if you just... Maybe you wait till they're... No, you could wait till they're dead. That still wouldn't count. They can count, of course. Stuck at the sandbags. Hold on. We got a chance. We've got a chance. We've got an advantage here for Saw. I guess Golden got the squirt bottle out in time.
So, Muteris, do what you did last time here and just double entry banana again.
But the bluff's gonna be called, and I'm surprised they haven't moved around here. I mean, I guess it's Diligent Inferno that you'd give this up and do a save. But it's 8-1, Cole. Like, I feel like you could put a little skin in the game. Most of your players are above 6K.
Yeah, right. I mean, not a lot of half left here, right? So you maybe make more of an effort on trying to defend right there, and especially if it's just Alexi B that goes down, it's not that big a deal. But the way that they're playing this here is just to try and nurse the lead that they do possess. And even in doing so, they're getting a little aggressive on the contain here. On the hunt, trying to drop as many guns while they're at it. And a round win, if you can make it a bit pricey, that'd be good. Not going to really have that luxury, though. Exit through B. Safety found from Saul. And Muteris, I mean, essentially just does it again there. Another 2 kills, another round win.
Not at all. Navi ain't buying.
Heim's going to be a vested. They got to move.
Bit now has the awareness. He gets the check, so in case they were wondering, now they know that flashbang's good. A little bit of a missed opportunity there from Bit, perhaps, but I think it's going to be enough. There's just not enough clock for this. There's just not enough. They have to plant the bomb, and they've lost it. They've lost it one way or another. The time will do the same as the guns. And Navi find 9.
Some of this banana utility has been really good for Navi this time around. Not as effective. JL just sending it off the flashbang. There's some more utility tossed in. Consistent aggression, and Bit just spamming the smoke there, catching a Zulu in his apartment slurk. Like, you're looking to fill the gap, though.
You tilt that up Alexi's peak. Doesn't even need a peek. Just a denial. Oh, boy, on the line. Uh-oh. 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 Where do you go? I mean, the bomb's trying to get in towards A, but there's just no time. Again, every time they try and find an angle, a flash is in their face. You gotta make the move here in towards site. It's the correct read, it's the correct lean, but Imma will be here soon in the reinforcement, so you better move in. Losing the Moto player now makes this tough. It's just the one element on it. Smoke to deal with Wonderful. And Sejal finds Imma. So the first bit of reinforcements is stopped, but Bit not missing. A Wonderful fast behind him. Double digits. Be back. We got open qualifier BYOCs back on the schedule, folks. So that's exciting. Imma Well, okay. Got the perfect flashbang, got the perfect peek. Couldn't get the perfect kills. So Gil will keep his teammates fighting here as they got aggressive down middle. Trying to assert themselves. Death by 1,000 paper cuts as the Glock body shots eventually do find kills. JL gonna want some of these shots back. Don't put that in the highlight reel. No one saw it. No one saw it, guys.
Just handshakes all around. Let's back off that stool. Let's try to take a different approach right there. Eventually get past the smoke. And it's going to be open access into this B site. Not a lot of resistance left here. Lexi B still has a Molotov while they're at it. And Navi set up just nicely here. Up against what will be a retake attempt with no kits. And a couple players low.
This one sucks so much, though, because you know that if you don't win this pistol... Oh, the chances of the map are so slim, but they have to give it up. They have to give it up. They're not getting it. They know they're not getting it.
And
when I say young fraggers, they're still like late 20s.
Yeah, the benefit there is they can all train on refrag there to improve.
That's the tech. That's the tech. Agil. Not the first opener here. He has some stupid efficiency rate with it. Impact coaching right there. Or they might not need them. Great entry for Bit. Looking for the follow-up story, though. Flying around with the 5-7. Now reinforcements on. Do they keep him safe? Do they realize he tucked? Oh, my goodness. Doesn't matter what they realize. JL deleted. 5-7 might be enough. And it's headshot after headshot as Story is ready to keep this going for another chapter. He'll run it straight down into the pit. It's all Story all day long.
What a lifeline right there. Story with his back against the wall on the A site, managing to stand so tall, defending that one by one, piecing up those duels with just a 5-7. He was completely alone before those rotates were arriving on the scene, but a quick smoke into apartments, forcing a little bit of discomfort and being able to isolate those trade attempts right there.
Comes the hit. Flashback in. Meteorus didn't see anything. Meteorus didn't see anything. Is this going to be false information? No, the smoke now comes in, but Meteorus gets his bell rung at danger stations. That moto smoke isolates out the angle here for Story. Things are going to get very nervy. He'll fly back in to support his teammate, but now he's out in the open position revealed. But Agil holds the line. Can't deny the bomb plant, though. Now we'll be going down, so success already here for Navi. Let's see if JL and Emma can pay it up all the way. JL drops the gun for his teammate, goes back to find another. And now strong position here in the mini pit. He doesn't have a rifle, but what he does have is headshot ability. Emma with that big gun. JL to finish it on the dig. No timeouts needed, no guns needed. Navi find map point.
Maybe that was what Golden was saying in the timeout. A little target strike onto Alexi B. But then they kind of flee on the B side, and that's going to be enough to enter in right there, free of charge. Now there's no one close by.
That's looking like the map. Maybe this nade finds Alexi.
Story's got a 5-7.
True. Don't say it's done. Don't say it's done. He likes to tell some tales. Okay, they're baiting out the peaks at this point because they know Desperation's on the other side. And now Story does not have a 5-7. He has nothing. Shield just getting into the angle now. Meteorus looking to end it. And end it they shall. Bomb ticking away. Desperately looking for the lurk, but there's no lurk for you. There's no lurk. You gotta go. Cold Constellation at this point. It's not gonna happen, but you might as well give it an attempt.
Oh, the Tico pulled out right there from JL to cap it all off. Lovely headshot. And it is business as usual here for Navi, closing out the map with confidence. That was a great look on Inferno, and for Saw, it is a very quick welcome for what the competition is in Stage 2.
Right now. Wonderful trying to create space. Maybe not jobs, but space for jobs. And he's down secret, and Emma's deleted the ramp player. And this round, just going to call it here, over.
A T-side threw a Molotov down fence as well as the icing on the cake. So you think maybe there's a chance you can dive down before Wonderful's in position, but now he's got vents cut off. They've got control of control and double door and just about all the map here.
You do like to have control of control. It's in the name, really. Wonderful just buying time, if not kills. Kills would be nice, though. So, 1. That helps. And bought a lot of time. They don't have a kit. They really don't have the clock for this. This sustained fight is just going to be brutal. And now down they go. Imma stacks up 4. Very nice kills. I see he's on the Doom gun model. The Biguzera model, it's contagious.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to get used to it, and then it can just be beneficial.
It is just better.
Yeah. I hate to admit it.
I think I'm persuading myself. I think I'm going to do it.
You think you're going to make the jump?
Speaking of the tech, we do have no techs out right now. Forced buy, though, for the CT side.
5.7s. They're the techs of the CT side.
That's what we're always saying.
We'll see if they can do it again with the 5.7s. Got a good force by an Inferno.
Come on, Muteers. Oh, I like this spot, actually. Did they see him? Everybody's here. It's getting a little freaky. Freaky deaky indeed. The Tech 9 of the CT side finds 3 between 2 players. Now they have to try and bail back up, and well, they'll do so pretty successfully. That's a very nice kill.
Smoke not as nice. It falls down into hell. Might have make it hard to climb up the ladder, though. That's what they're hoping for.
There's no way they think there's a player up there.
Oh, JL's had a bit of a long con.
Oh my goodness.
He could be up there eventually. It's about Alexi B buying time now.
They've reclaimed the space. Bomb's planted for him. He's just got to pull them off at once. Then JL can activate. Oh, he knows they're off. He knows they're off. Nade to harass and Harry as well. Now JL's coming out in position. They're sticking it. They're sticking it. No, Azulu's come off. Oh, boy. And that's going to be the round. Oh, for Saw, they got so close. Goal.
Nice.
From the heavens. The Deagle is picked up, though. Tier's going to whip that thing out. JL. It's got a nice 35 bullets ready to go in a lovely lineup, but the USBs are stronger. Oh, and the gun picked up now. Things could get a bit out of control.
Hold on. Everyone back into the angle one by one. One by one now. Okay, Alexi. Gonna restore some sanity here. I think they might know they have a player painted into the corner here in the hut. Bit's definitely aware. Bit? Can we...
Pesky reload, man.
Rare moment. The Bit fumble. It's not done.
Oh, I like this corner as well.
What do you got, Story?
Hello. Oh? Oh my god. Oh my god.
If they plant for him?
Yeah.
No! No! Oh man. That was so close to working. Physical comedy? I'm thinking like Chaplin. You know, classic slapstick physical comedy. JL has such an expressive face. I think he could pull it off.
That'd be a definite specialty. The eyebrow rays are huge, but that's a crazy headshot there. Story getting caught jumping around in transition. Bit has managed to avoid the smoke fade, but not the bullets of the kill. There's another. There's another, but yet to move. They're actually not going to look to make the move through the smoke instead of playing around it here, but a nice lineup from Gutierrez, locking in the lineup. Used to be traded out by Wonderful.
Okay, come on, fellas. You've done all the hard work in this round. Still possible to let this one slip. Like he's gone down to try and get this round up and secured. And once he is this spot into secret, surely this kill finishes it. Unless... No. All good. All good. No fumble here. That was a little bit of an odd round from Navi.
A secret crawl here potentially, and then ramp attack going to be pretty quick, strung together here. Sajat has to fall. Can't afford to take that duel.
Cannot. Molotov to keep his teammate off as well. Wants to stick around in the fight. Wants to clear back into this information. They're looking for it. Does get the one. Second as well. Good work being done here. Out of bullets. Gone to the sidearm. That's not where the nade was supposed to be, but it does set up the trade from his teammate. Great round of anchoring here from Sajat. Beautiful bit of play. Sets up Story for the 2. And Imma supposed to be the extra element, the secret spice, and instead he's the lone flavor left in this. And the trick to a secret spice is if you want just a little bit of it sprinkled in, it's great. But if it's got to be the main ingredient,
it's too spicy.
Too spicy. You need a little more. The downside of it is Emma's got no money. So, going to be hoping to create something out of this.
Oh, man.
Alexi catches the timing. That's the kill. Rifle can't be picked up. But now they know where Azul is, and the trade is instant. And that AK can come in punishing. And Emma pays it off. Bomb's going to be planted. And this round is in peril. Mutiris trying to recreate the space. Knows he's likely got a player painted into the corner here, but he can't do anything to unseat him for the moment. Just got to keep his hand on that trigger finger. Sejat, last alive. Hero of the last. Now he's just got to bail on out of there. 4 players on the other. He cannot give this a look. Navi. Just when you're starting to count them out, they strike right back. A quick upper hit. And that phase through the smoke is devastation here for Saw. That's not the case anymore. He is that guy. He's grown into it. He's become that guy for the roster. And when they need a big performer, when they need that hero AK, you want to put it in his hands. You want it to be in his hands. Now he's dead. Smoke spam. Can't be that guy if you're dead before you see anybody.
Maybe.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah. JL trying to work his way into the vents. Maybe he thought it was broken, but runs in around the smoke. There is the cross. They killed JL in the cross, so they don't expect this duo down in towards the lower site. That is a huge surprise for Gil. Thought there was safety in the rotate, but that's not the case. And now this B side is becoming a little bit vulnerable.
That little bit of a stall in how fast they killed the vent player, though, is huge, actually, for allowing teammates to get in towards ramp. They still can't deny this.
Oh, but there's a follow-up.
Tears is going to be closer than they expect. Bit. Already, but not prepared for the duck around. Leaves it to Alexi and Wonderful, and Navi is really in position to actually deny this defuse. So Tears is just going to stick, and this one's going to be over.
Excellent coverage right there. Crouching into a bit angle like that is the perfect way to deal with them.
Got to keep the brain cooking. Just a little bit. Alexi B cooking. Certainly locking these players out. Alexi double entry off the Mackie, and this one's done. Oh, they try and reclaim the space, but it was already lost. They just didn't know it yet. Disaster here for Saw, and add that one to another in the long list of effective blade pauses.
There's the continued results right there, man. And what a great punchy A execute. I mean, there was a well-staffed A bomb site there from Saw. They had the numbers ready to go.
Post up in heaven right now. Won't deny the fast A play if it's going to come again. Ooh, and Story peeking outside. Catches Wonderful, getting a little cheeky. The responses here have been great for Saul. When they get to the precipice of the breaking moment, when they get to the struggle, the pain, potential, they're doing a great job of bringing things through. So now, how do Navi regain? How do they try and come back off of the util here? Taking the space outside. Smoking towards Mini.
Still got HEs to pop this open.
Uh-oh. Almost passed at least.
Though. Everyone else kind of cuts noise. I mean, Bit making his presence known. Oh, one towards fence. They need something to flush out this op presence.
Third players now join towards lower, seeing nothing up top. This is well defended. Navi going to need some snappy shooting, but that's exactly what comes through. Still this Story. Story in the rat hole, finds the kill he needs, denies that bomb plant. Can he get enough time for his teammates to rotate in and impact this? Oh, controlling the vents, gone. Alexi B planting, but they're coming double doors. Alexi, you can't get off of this one. Money secured at the very least, but the round is Saw's. That they were on Inferno. Gotta make this a little bit more of a contest. Sejak gets aggressive. Story behind him, and this one comes up Navi. But JL by the vent, he's been frustrated and stymied, and now that's the bomb dropped. Azul aggressive. Saw throw a massive pace changer into this one. The faster play is well rewarded. Now there's players already rotated in towards the lower, though it's just going to be a Gil for the moment. One deployed, more available. Bomb's going to be planted. They'll risk the play, and his teammates need to rotate into support. A lot comes down to Wonderful. Got to be looking the right way at the right time. Out no man's land a little bit here. But Saw are slow to take the space ramp. Heck of a shot. Wonderful in the crunch zone. Doesn't expect the second player from the same angle. And a defuse on means at the very least Saw are bringing 6 into the half.
With that lobby re-aggression that comes through and the dropping of the bomb, just buying a little bit of time, shutting down JL with his lurk. And they're going to try and end A. No hesitation, fast play. We'll see if this time it holds up as they lose out the opening duels once again. They create enough space here, and 3 kills just fold over that A bomb site. It's so quick, it's so aggressive, and it's so over for Saul. A 1v5 now for Sajat coming through the ramp room, clears out the top ropes of Wonderful, but has a whole lot more work to do. His entrance met by a flashbang here. Can't quite run his way in here. Everywhere he goes, utility keeps him at bay. Navi with their A plays looking strong to at least close out a 6th round there. Distractions coming through from the top of Hut for Imma to close out the half with 6 rounds. We're all knotted up here.
And now a 6-all half. It's everything to play for here, Cole.
Yeah, that half could have been so much more dominant if those moments had a little bit more impact, had a little bit more weight. The fact that Navi always come in with the game plan to counteract, it's huge here. We got a little 1-for-1 though, towards this outer yard. Some jumping around here into JL's location.
Would love to get at least one here on this first engagement. Helps when they don't look at you. Does get that one, sets up Immo for the next. Oh! Finds it on the fade away, but Sejat instead gonna have the last laugh. Bit though creeping out. Bit though creeping out. Eventually finds what he's looking for. It falls to Sejat. They know where he was? Smoke to make his life very difficult indeed. How are you gonna deny this now? You're not. Creep out the smoke. That's always going to be checked by Bit here. A lethal with those dualies. And it is Navi who strike first. Like, performance coaches who are prepping crazy electrolyte mixes, but we need, like, the NFL-style guy who walks up, squirts a water bottle in your mouth between rounds. Yeah. That's the next tech, so they never have to take their hands off the keyboard. Nice entry here in towards the ramp. Let's see if they can carry this on towards a bomb plant. 2 players are here to respond early on, and JL opens the door to give a little bit of vision. Ooh, a bit of window here. These flashes. A smoke to give him the chance to slip out. JL gonna take that. Wonderful down elsewhere. Imma. Oh, can't quite capitalize. That's awkward, and that should just be the round. Alexi thinking about it. Thinking about it. But as they start to punch in those numbers, that single smoke fades. Can Alexi get vision? Spots the first, slipping in towards control. Now he's been rumbled. Has to get this first fight. Won't have it.
Wait just a second here. You really are creating jobs right now.
It's important in this economy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Alexi B. Creating some economy for himself. Getting the 5-7 done. It was these very limited rounds that were a problem for Saw in the first half, but this time a little bit more confident in the first engagement.
Threw 4 Molotovs. Well, 3 of them in towards Secret. So the follow-up aggression there could not work.
And yeah, I think I probably maximized knowledge of that game. I don't know how much of it's still rattling around.
This isn't a fun duel to take. Trying to huddle up in towards Secret. This is good from Navi to try and hunt things down. Bomb positioning, you know, planted for Astralis should provide them a little extra coverage and distance, but going for the swing, you're going for some big exit kills right now, and mission accomplished. Just about everyone falling. The best case scenario here for Navi in a lost round, dropping everybody. As this takes place right there, I mean, you can see Solar expecting something, some form of resistance right now to be met, but Navi giving them a lot of access in towards this lower side of the map here. That's a luxury.
He's going to be able to dig in at the very least. Back of the site, choose his angle. Wonderful can rotate into support relatively quickly. The vent drops are going to be precarious to say the least. Oh, he's in the perfect angle for this to be a single door play. Out they come. Oh boy, Mutiris though, effective on the entries, and now that op holding court. Story down means they can at least attempt the retake. They can think of it, but you would have loved to get one out a bit there.
Heal. He's going to slide up here. Should have at least a late flank as an opportunity.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Tempting the vent. Tempting the vent. Keel down behind you. No way you expect this. And now he strikes, and you're thinking, if you're JL, my teammate just came down that vent. How the heck? Imma, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Huh? Magic trick pulled off, and they are totally bamboozled. And speaking of bamboozled, they are not going to be ready for him to be this close. Oh boy, flashbang. He's even ahead of it a little bit. Emma somehow staying fighting, but can he keep this gun up? Failing, running, fleeing, trying to survive, digging into a corner, and just barely this A1S will live.
He's going to be positioned towards the outer yard. Is he going to get met by a head-on collision there? Story falls. And a big-time opening there from Wonderful. Provide some relief here on a much-needed 4v5.
And who can blame him? Oh, Wonderful, though. Aggressive into the angle. Do they expect this forward push? Bit just behind it. They're looking for it, though. It's a bit punished. Molotov in to force Wonderful off the angle, and that's a great response from Saul to that aggression. Now they can isolate this site player. It's just going to be JL with vision here. Game, it's not close at hand. JL has to go huge.
Oh. That's going to provide a lot of relief. A distraction for JL.
That distracts him. Flashbang's not going to be good. If they come out onto this, JL perfectly positioned. Now Wonderful here on the angle. And this might be a bit of a disaster. Bombs committed. They've only got 30 seconds with which to cook. They need to get this player up the vents, but JL is watching it like a hawk. Flashbang nimbly dodged. You're not getting out of here, Mutiris.
Uh-oh.
Unless you force the reload. The drop on down now. The time is the question. Mutiris, too many players to contend with. And Navi, they're not out just yet.
Oh, just hold them at the line right there. Absolutely. It just happened again, though. It's a 4-man towards Secret without any resistance. At least, though, for the CT side, there's a reaction. Great punishment. Finds 3 there. 3 quick headshots. The lobby crunch gets punished. And Ima in a position to at least try and defend. That might force him actually up the vents here. It could force him into Alexi B.
Could do. Could do. The still got options open. That was tremendous. I mean, they know Alexi's up top because of the punish on the Agil. Agil doesn't care.
Not at all.
Agil doesn't give a shit. Just kills all 3.
I mean, he was just so boxed in there as well, man, and swings in. Any other targets he would have shot at first, that op would have been able to connect onto him, but he blasts the opper here. And same is true for Ima. No save for you. No exits. Saul have got 4 chances now to close this thing off.
Agil, hold on, we're going to get a faster contact outside. Looks like some space being taken. Maybe a little bit more chance of a brawl. Alexi beat down early. And this map could be going with him. Wonderful. Need to see some star play here from the young Auber. Spots a player, gets one down. Trying to slip in towards Unbreakable. Now Ima can get active and Wonderful maneuvering, keeping himself away from Azul. Azul with that bomb as well. And a compromised spot could be in danger, but that's one way to relieve that danger. Bit making a hash of it, gets it done with the USP. Not feeling comfortable with the Molotov at his feet, has to drop on down. But they don't know where Emma is. They've lost track of him. They know he was here towards Secret, but he's long since slipped back. And with Azul so low, his chance to close got a little bit more difficult. Emma wants the information. Timing is everything here. They've just slipped towards single. Does Emma check it? He will. Absolutely. Back's turned. Ooh, spots Azul slipping down. Does he check for story? Well, now he will. Knows where the last player is as well. Azu's so low. Gone to the opposite result of this, but if he gets that bomb stuck down, he does indeed. A chance to post up on the angle. Some utility for it as well. But just going to bet on himself and ascend. Get up onto the railing. This might be unexpected. Emma knows he's got to be low. First bullet wins this, and it comes from the barrel of Emma's gun.
Whew. What a relief right there, Zulu. Squeaky door. They're ready to execute. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a pretty punchy playthrough. Squeaky.
Got that space. Alexi down, out the vents. Can't capitalize Emma. It falls to bit, but a second shot as he fades away. It's all left to Wonderful. Wonderful or Wonderful? It's time to find out. Faking the tap, and Story with the rifle will get the better of his opping brother. We are going to a third map here. Saw continue their shocking run, continue to surprise and delight every step of the way.
It's like bringing the axe down right there.
Yeah, homie's got some wingspan too, so there's some torque on that, I think.
People are talking about the Dexter slap, but that's just, that's efficient.
Zoo good for the crown. Says shot. Here we go. And Azuwu battling their way out. This is where we saw a lot of success for them in previous Ancients. Bit fortunate to get around that corner with his life. Bomb planted, ticking away, but advantage, at least for the moment, for Saw. That's what the new additions have delivered for them. Big work off the duel. He says, shot, heating up. Many bullets, many kills. Looking for the ace now. Could polish it off. Story will deny that. Before and a defuse, that's going to be to love.
Is he just a map 3 player?
He's a map 3 gamer.
He's waiting for map 3 right now.
Gotta heat up. Let it go.
He contained it though.
Contained it.
Contained the beast.
It's important to conquer your demons. Oh, Alexi playing like a demon in this one. Doing some conquering of his own. Now this is a lot of space in towards B. Sajat, the hero of the last, deleted insta in the next. Now they've got the ground. They just need to cross the bomb. That will be done. No risk of the spam either. What kind of util you have on this retake? Couple smokes. No kits. Unless there's one in cave. There's no kit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just the deagle.
Oh.
Nice nadage onto Alexi. That's one of the big guns out of the play. Now you start to find the numbers, but time is going to be the issue. Great spray down from Imma. Need to tap on that bomb. You're running out of clock. Wonderful's just trying to play the lineup. Mutiris, if he's denied, he has to stick this. This is the round. This is the round. Can they pull him? They have indeed. Navi win. They snatched away the second round. A fast play in towards Cave, and Saw just can't get back in. I've got like foldable camper chairs here, and young Kolsif decided to stand up for one by putting his full weight on the arms of it, shredding the stitching on it, much like Mutiris just shredded Imma. But fortunately, it's a good lad. So he brought in a replacement camper chair. Slightly higher tech. This one's looking pretty good for Saw. Bomb might eventually make its way on towards A, but we know how those A post plants are. Even if you get it stuck down, that's not really going to be confidence inspiring, and they've still got a lot of work to do to get it past Donut and Temple here.
It's good coverage. Trying to punish the Temple aggression here. Nice angle from Agil. It catches them while they fall, so that inaccuracy costing Wonderful just a bit. And Bit not going to last too long here in this round before getting hunted. I think once you get to a certain number, you can probably get to 37. I don't know what it is in Portuguese, but that'll probably help there. Mid control looking good. Mutiris just getting super active, but Sajat down nice in the low. Shredded on the initial duel. Right back to that cave control that they're trying to capitalize on. Now with that early pickup, it's going to be Mid becoming vulnerable, very much so. And they just collapse so effectively. Navi coming through in full force.
The one potential thorn on their side could be the bomb positioning. Aggression out of B would be effective, but, well, there's only one man left, so it really doesn't matter where they want to move on the map. They're going to have a pretty good time in doing so. You could see Navi are being wary. Wonderful knowing that this is the one potential that could unseat this round. But now they know where Azuwu is, so they can just go quick in towards that B control. They've got the player through red as well, so they have all the access points.
If that first mid control doesn't really work for you, you get caught by a lot of utility in that department. We'll try again and try it with a little bit more numbers. Nice hunt, but Azuwu's just so prepared for it. Wonderful, though. Gotta cut off the cross and deny any sort of save success from Azuwu.
Interesting technique. Can't say I'm going to adopt it. I respect what you're working with. These mollies, not going to respect them much at all. Sajat's still good for one.
Couple.
This is bad. Couldn't risk the bomb there. Now everybody's here. You're sub 50 seconds. You got to think about the long rotate. And aggression could be coming in from Mutiris. He's trying to stack up with a teammate. Oh, now he's got the info. They're right here. They're right here. That's going to keep the stack in place. They're battling forward. Disaster on at the hands of Sajat. It's all over. Another 4-piece picked up, much like in the pistol. Look, it may not be many rounds where he's getting involved, but when he is, it's lights out for Navi. Came into Inferno, you're thinking, yeah, this is championship Navi. This is Navi lifting trophies, Pro League's eyes, in the bag, easy as. Nuke happens, and you're thinking, well, maybe they got a little overconfident. But I'll tell you, you win a Glock round, that'll make you feel pretty confident again.
The op sticking around, whipping out the sidearm, but not just a solo setup with the op. A lot of riflers coming in to offer up a little extra assistance. Push through the smoke is good. This is expensive, but it's still confirmed by Saul. A lot of bodies drop there, but Navi.
Tyrus having himself a nice one. Been having a great series, frankly. Big impact plays, and they want this aggressive space. They'll risk a little bit of damage into the Molotov to set this up. Now you do need the kills to pay it. As they start to stack up, it's all on Tyrus. He gets crunched upon Navi. This was the response. Shut down the mid-presence, but there's still this story up. And Alexi B in that chapter. Azu, there's no way they expect Azu here, but he doesn't quite get the opportunity to strike. And Alexi B right now, he's a little more than a fact-finding mission. The bomb wasn't committed behind him. Instead, now with Sajat out of cave, Wonderful feels confident taking this space on B.
But both of these defenders are already here on the scene.
Whew, that's snappy. That's snappy from Wonderful. Can't quite finish it. A clutch required. And JL will bet on himself. He'll come forward into it. Not just going to risk the bomb plant, but Sajat gives space. Backs away, trying not to get caught. Crosshair on the right angle. This dude is just so lethal. The third map gamer. The third map Titan has emerged. He had to power up.
And a big clutch. Gets a lot of energy out of Sajat. Fast out middle once again. Flash is looking good. Mutyrus forced off the line, but he's got backup. A kill, keeping his teammate safe. Mutyrus actually getting those kills while he's at it. Farming up those ecos. Sajat slides through the smoke looking for some of his own, but he is leveled out there. JL catches him on a bit of an overstep. Rifle recovered off the back of it. The smoke's tossed in to provide a little bit of relief here short term. Storage op could be under pressure here soon.
Still one path. No one's rotated into it early, so they are really betting on Story, and he's overexposed. Overexposed for not having any support. Goes down for free. Uh-oh. So this was your chance to put an exclamation point on this half, and now it's slipping by the bye. Similar rounds haunted them on Nuke, which should have been gut punches, body blows, becoming anything but. And now, I mean, this rotation that's going to be so late in, time's going to be an issue. They've got 2 kits, but they got to get a move on it with that op in the hands of, well, JL for the moment. Posting on the angle, this triangle setup is going to be so tough to unseat. Player coming up ramp, that might be the key. That is indeed. It falls just to that op, smoked off as well, and the recovery is here. Time enough for this defuse.
Wow.
That was very close to disaster for Saul.
Queue up some re-aggression as well while they're busy.
Oh, look at this.
Capitalize.
This is the round. This is the round. JL1 keeps it neutral at the very least. Now Story posted on the angle, but Alexi B tickling his knees.
This has to queue up some reaction from Navi. They start to speed it up a little bit. This is a good opportunity for him to capitalize through the red room. Spotted though. And just a smoke to delay. To get them back into position to allow for the CT side to shuffle. That's exactly what they're doing. A lot of map movement right now. Mostly in the right directions as well. I mean, extra assistance. Not a lot of utility to try and get this opera off the line. We'll see if it's used effectively, if they walk right into it, and that's exactly what they do. Bit the sacrifice, but Imma quick on the draw.
Pick off the ground. A kill deleted. What a shot. Azul dancing around the pillar. He's the backstop, the bastion of this team, but he's surviving. He's surviving. He's buying time, and he'll do it all himself. Azul steps forward, and a dominant lead here for Saw as we swap sides.
Looking to change the tides of not only their potential, but their seeding as well. Utility tossed in here. Nice little 1-2 combo, but JL going to just play behind it. They're going to have pretty open access, and Navi going to be looking for a retake setup. What's the next threat of aggression here for Saul after the post plant?
There's a meaty amount of utility for Alexi B to deploy, but you still need to get the headshots behind that, and so far they're starting off pretty well. And this combo stack, Azul and Seja, you don't want to go against them. Not in a pistol. It's the young guns again lighting the way. A full house coming through from the 2 new additions, and somewhere out there.
Coming into it, having to pull through a reverse sweep after your map pick goes so wrong.
So this is guns out for Navi. This may be their one big attempt, and Imma under pressure here in the smoke, stuck, dead, dealt with. Utility too strong. Bit, it's desperation coming back through the smoke, and just like that, Navi have been melted. There's no way they can attempt this. As long as this bomb makes its way safely on towards A, it's going to be a desperate save for these last two. That starts it off a little easier. That makes it a little bit more comfortable, but Navi, you can't entertain this. You're just too out of position. You're too out of space. You're too out of resources. And look at the depth of control for Saw. They've got this map completely sectioned up. There's just no world where you can get back to this bomb site. So safe it will be. And then the question becomes, do they walk into Story's crosshair? And the answer is yes. One gun remains. It's just wonderful. His hands on that AWP, desperately trying to give Navi the ability to even fight back here. The biggest upset of the ESL Pro League yet, and it's being queued up from the gun barrels of Saw. We haven't even touched on it yet, but Golden as well, another story of a player who never quite got his flowers and his stint at the pros.
An MP9 at 34 HP to defend up against a A-Take here. You know, He's sharp, but he's going to have to ascend here. Not a chance. Story blasts him there as he turns the corner. They're going to have access into this bomb site. Next at Bad Emma. Trying to push through the smoke potentially. Molly to delay a bomb plant, trying to get those smokes involved, but Story just cuts him off at the cross, not allowing for any sort of safe passage.
On the smoke fade. Oh, Story could have just completely closed this. It'll be Agil instead. Where the first doesn't succeed, there's so many more behind to take the place. Now 4 rifles still up, and JL stuck, stymied, never gonna get a chance, not even an opportunity before that smoke blooms. Akil will end it. And Saw have pulled off the upset of the tournament at the start of the second stage. What on earth is this, Saw?